What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Cocteau Twins. And we're moving on to the Tiny Dynamite EP, 1985. Thank you again to Han Solo for sharing a plethora of Cocteau Twins material, as well as to Doug, who sent me the Treasure album, and to Mark and others who've commented on the journey along the way. And the first track on this EP is Pink, Orange, Red. They're all colors, one of them primary, the other two derivative. They're all generally speaking on the same side of the color wheel, typically associated with warm or hot colors. So yes, again, knowing that their lyrics tend to be more conceptual, or even in some cases not actual words per se, but more about the sounds that are being made, I won't think about it too long, but it does suggest a tonal hue, if you will, so I'll see what I can pick up on a first listen if there are actual lyrics. This is the Cocteau Twins. The track is Pink, Orange, Red, and it's from their 1985 EP, Tiny Dynamite. first thing I'm going to comment on are those breathy pads, which really stood out in the latter stages of the track. The guitar playing, as far as I could tell, it was a guitar, and indeed part of what I enjoy about a number of their tunes is the guitar sounds less guitar-like than in other contexts. It's almost sounded like a bowed string instrument. I do understand there's effects or some modification of the guitar sounds on their tunes, but in this one it really stood out. It was like this dreamy stringed instrument sound, but I think it was the guitar, which I think, Guthrie's work, as far as I know, is again, in some ways modified. I'm not sure if it's a pedal or what the effect is, but nevertheless, the vocals from Fraser, again, standing out, of course, and I don't think there was any proper lyrics, and yet I do feel like I heard some female names like Cecilia, Natalia. Maybe that was just my brain trying to force sounds into particular word types and try to make sense of what I was hearing, but if there were words, they sounded like names in some cases. Toward the end, her voices were layered, and that rolling vocal that was more rapid fire than the rest of the vocals in the track. I like the way that sort of undergirded the higher, more singular vocal. And yeah, ultimately another tune that sounds like a dream, that sounds like I'm somewhere lost in this warm, somewhat opaque environment where I can't really see where I am. I'm not very sure if it's actually the normal dimension of physics and chemistry, but somehow it's very compelling and alluring. And yeah, ultimately the ride cymbal stood out a lot too. It just sort of tapped its way along throughout most of the track. I do wonder, as I hear the percussion in this tune, people were talking about how on Treasure, or actually I don't know if it was Treasure or one of the EPs, maybe it was one of the EPs, but people were commenting on the notable drum machine sound relative to some of their other work, which I'm guessing is more natural drums. It sounded like this was a drum machine, I'm not sure. There was a point early on, maybe halfway through, where I was really noticing that triple bass groove that would come around again and again every other bar. So yeah, different sonic elements standing out at different moments, but all in all, a very Cocteau Twins track. Another one, as I said, where it feels like I'm in somebody else's dream, some dreamscape of sound. So yeah, another cool tune and very much unique to the Cocteau Twins. So let me know what you think. I will see you next time. Peace.